Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Paranormal News. Tonight's article comes from TalkSport.com, and the headline is UFC to UFO. UFC legend Diego Sanchez claims he saw UFO, which was watching me. This S-bomb was contact. It was written by Alex McCarthy, and it was published November 13th, 2020. UFC fighter Diego Sanchez says he was visited by a UFO on Wednesday. No, you didn't read that wrong. The New Mexico resident claims a UFO flew over his house, and it was obvious it was watching him. New Mexico is something of a hotbed, for want of a better term, for UFO sightings, and Sanchez got his daughter to witness the moment too. The welterweight wrote on Twitter, "I was doing energy work on my patio as a UFO flew right up on me. I called for my daughter, quick, quick. She watched this thing hover only hundreds of feet away. Albuquerque is a trip. Sightings are regular here. But this S-bomb was contact tonight. It was obvious it was watching me." And right here is the tweet itself, where you can see exactly what he said. It's what I just read pretty much. And the tweet was sent out on November 11th, 2020 at 9:38 p.m. Sanchez is 30-13 in his MMA career and holds a victory over Nick Diaz. He's also in the UFC Hall of Fame for his clash with Clay Guida, commonly regarded as the best fight of the year back in 2009. His last outing was a loss to Jake Matthews at Fight Island in September, after racing to 17-0 in his career. Sanchez has had 19 fights since 2009, but never managed to win more than two in a row. Now the 38-year-old is in the winter of his career, but apparently he is connecting, kind of, with aliens in his downtime. It is not known when Sanchez will return to the octagon, but if he really performs well in his next fight, questions will be asked how close he got with these visitors. Sanchez tweeted, "Today a powerful portal of light energy is open. If there ever was a night to connect with the universe, tonight is the night. I have been celebrating and connecting all day." Sanchez is something of a legend in UFC, and Conor McGregor has openly expressed an interest in fighting him this year. And that appears to be the end of this article. So there's really not a whole lot to unwrap or unravel here. You have this dude, Diego Sanchez, who's a UFC fighter, claims that he saw a UFO. It hovered over his house. He said his daughter saw it and that they were watching him. So it wasn't just that he saw a UFO in the sky. This thing was close to his house and hovering there, and they were watching him, he says. He said that it was contact. That's how close it was. He also says something in here about a portal of light, which was very new agey and strange. He said in this tweet that he sent out, "Today a powerful portal of light energy is open. If there ever was a night to connect with the universe, tonight is the night. I have been celebrating and connecting all day." So I'm not exactly sure what that's supposed to mean. Maybe he's saying that he's getting energy from the universe or something. I don't know if it's related to the UFO sighting or not. It sounds like, New Age BS to me, but who knows? So anyway, that is the article. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. It's something that was a little interesting to me because you don't often see these things where like a professional fighter says that a UFO hovered over his house. And this guy isn't like a kook or anything that I know of. So who knows? Let me know down in the comment what you guys think. As always, it is completely and totally up to you to decide whether you believe this or not. I presented the article to you. It was kind of written as a bit of a joke because this is like a sports site. So they're covering this because it's a UFC guy. So this isn't like some true believer UFO site that is going to go out of their way to try to make you believe that there was a UFO. They're just telling you, hey, this is what this dude said. He said he saw a UFO watching him, and here it is. So there you have it. Let me know down in the comments what you think. If you think that Diego actually saw a UFO, or if you think that he's kind of out of his mind or something. I mean, he says that his daughter saw it too. He called for his daughter, and she watched it hover with him. So if that's the case, then there was more than one witness. I would be inclined to believe that there's a good possibility that this is true, that he did actually see a UFO. Once again, I mean, it's up to you to decide, but one thing I always think about when I see an article like this is, what does the person have to gain by making whatever claim it is they're making, whether it's a UFO or they saw Bigfoot or there's a ghost or, you know, the Wolfman does their laundry on the weekend, whatever the claim is, no matter how ridiculous. What does that person have to gain by making the claim? And what does that person have to lose by making the claim? And are there any other witnesses that can corroborate and back up what that person is claiming happened? So if we go by that standard here, like I always do when I look at these things, what does Diego Sanchez have to gain by making this claim? Well, he's already famous. I mean, he's a UFC fighter. Everybody knows who he is that follows the sport. He's not a nobody. I mean, he's not like trying to get attention so he can do something. So I would say really there's nothing to be gained, maybe a little bit of press, but that's a double-edged sword. And that leads into the very next thing, which is, what does he have to lose? Well, he has a lot to lose because he can lose his credibility. Nobody will take him seriously. You got to be careful when you make claims about UFOs or Bigfoot or ghosts or something like that, because it hurts your credibility with a portion of the population to where they're not going to believe that you are a credible person because you believe these things are true. So he has a lot to lose by making these claims. He could become a joke. So we've answered, what does he have to gain? We've answered, what does he have to lose? Are there any witnesses that can corroborate what he's claiming? Well, according to his tweet, his daughter witnessed it with her. She came over and watched the UFO hover above the house for several minutes. So she got a very good look at it. So she could absolutely back it up. Now, we don't know whether she has backed it up or not, but he is presenting her as a witness. So we know that there is a witness that also saw what Diego Sanchez is claiming to have seen. So following that standard, I would say that there's a good chance that he did see something, just like I said before. And he's not trying to get anything out of it either. That's the thing. It'd be different if he was trying to, like, sell his story for a TV show or a book or something like that. If he's trying to profit off of it or make money off of the sighting somehow, but he's not. He's just like, hey, dude, I saw this. It was crazy, you know? So I tend to believe him. But as I said, completely up to you to decide, as always. So let me know down in the comments what you think. And thank you for listening. I greatly appreciate you. Until I speak to you again, love many, trust few, and do harm to none. God loves you, and so do I. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.